I could stop taking the required classes that didn't interest me and begin dropping in on the ones that looked far more interesting. It wasn't all romantic. I didn't have a dorm room, so I slept on the floor in friends' rooms.
Okay. 你有听到宿舍怎么讲 ？Yeah, dorm. So he didn't have a dorm room, so he needed to sleep with his friends. Okay.
I returned Coke bottles for the 5-cent deposits to buy food with.
What did he do? What did he do? 再一次，再听一次。So he what?
More interesting. It wasn't all romantic. I didn't have a dorm room, so I slept on the floor in friends' rooms. I returned Coke bottles for the 5-cent deposits to...
He returned Coke bottle. He returned a Coke bottle for how much money? 5 cents. 大概5毛钱. So he returned a Coke bottle for 5 cents. Deposit 是以前你就是你把那个 Coke 玻璃瓶的 glass 那个 glass is not like a aluminum can. You return the Coke bottle made of glass, and the shop owner will give you back like 5 cents. It's sort of like a deposit. Deposit 什么意思？D-E-P-O-S-I-T-E, deposit. Okay, deposit is a money. If you rent a house, then you have to pay the deposit to the landlord before you move in. 押金的意思 deposit. Okay, 押金啊。我告诉你这个字超好用 because if you go to the bank, okay, and you want to save deposit your money, okay, 你要存钱也用。Okay, go to the bank, you deposit your big amount of money. Okay, so deposit 押金或者是存款也可以。So he returned the Coke bottle and then get the deposit for like 5 cents back. Okay, that's how he make his living.
Buy food with. And I would walk the 7 miles across town every Sunday night to get one good meal a week at the Hare Krishna temple. I loved it. And much of what I stumbled into by following my curiosity and intuition turned out to be priceless later.
Okay, so nice thing about him, because he followed his 直觉。拼音，我要你告诉我声音。How do you pronounce it?
One good meal a week at the Hare Krishna temple. I loved it. And much of what I stumbled into by following my...
stumble into means you fall into. Stumble 是 like tripped. You stumble on something. Okay, 就是他走在路上，因为 stumble. So stumble into means he fall into something nice. Okay, 就是 accidentally. 他没有意料中，可是他经历了一些他觉得是好的事情啊。So yes.
为什么要换 use much of?
What do you mean?
And much of what? 那个
much okay, and much of what I okay 这个 what means what I stumble into. Okay, much of means a lot of things related to the thing that he stumbled into. Got it? Did that make sense? Okay, is that 他 stumble into 你把它当成他碰到的事情。Okay, 那么很多他碰到的事情，他后来发现是很棒的。好 so much of means a lot of things, a lot of things that he stumbled into, or a lot of things that happened to him. Okay, so he turned out to be like following his curiosity. 刚刚我问的直觉这个字，为什么我要希望可以把它盖起来？它的字在这里。Most of the people could not pronounce this word, so you need to catch it from listening. 它叫 intuition, yeah, intuition. Okay, so he followed his curiosity and intuition, and that gave him the origin of his creativity. Okay, and it become priceless. 看到吗 ？Okay, 这个字哈，我们同学不会用，你只会用一个字叫 free。好，比如说你说 啊，我的经验值是很珍贵的。So you will say, oh, my experience is free. 出来的意思是完全相反 ，it's totally opposite. 因为 free 是 you don't pay people, but you can get it, right? 你如果用 free 这个字，意思是有点 cheap, you know, 就是这种 cheap, pretty cheap, low and cheap. 可是你如果用的是 priceless, priceless means even you pay a lot of money, you cannot get that. Okay, so it becomes a priceless experience, not free experience. You see? OK， 如果你用 free 这个字是那种很低微的啊，就是不用钱也可以得到，但是如果你用的是 priceless 是无价之宝，所以它是完全相反的两个字哦。OK，so it becomes a priceless experience for him, right?
Curiosity and intuition turned out to be priceless later on. Let me give you one example. Reed College at that time offered perhaps the best calligraphy instruction honored to be.
I know one word. A lot of people wrote that he learned great calligraphy. Calligraphy， 你知道吗 ？Calligraphy 这个字大概在你国中的时候应该有学。好，它的I do not have blackboard。来，那个 calligraphy， 你学一个字叫 graphy。Can I write it here? 哦，真的啊 ？That's nice. Graphy. Graph 这个字是图，对不对？那书写就好像在画图一样，所以叫 calligraphy。OK，这个字呢，比如说，如果你把它，你知道照片叫什么 ？photo， 对不对？对，所以摄影就叫 photography。你看，它其实是两个字，它是字根，一个是 graphy， 一个是 photo， 合在一起就叫 photography，right？ OK， 好，所以这个是摄影呀。那个 graphy 这个字还是一样，你只要看到有 graphy 这个字，它就是跟图像有关系。比如说，地理叫什么？ Yeah, geography. See, again, graphy. 它是因为地理原本你要 study a lot of maps， 对不对？地表图啊，什么高度图。Oh, okay, that makes sense, right? Okay, so geography 啊 ，Geo 这个字是地层，有没有地质这个字？好，其实就像你们那个理工科，它有很多的英文，其实是可以把它拆掉接起来，拆掉接起来，像那个乐高玩具一样。你可以学很多 a lot of 那个 vocabs by memory those 这个叫字根，在英文里面叫字根你就把它拆解，把它兜起来。它会变成新的字。好 ，so 我们今天学的是 graphy 这个字，然后呢 calligraphy，calligraphy 是那个书写体，好，书法的意思。So they learn a lot of the calligraphy and
have to take the normal classes. I decided to take a calligraphy class to learn how to do this. I learned about serif and sans serif typefaces.
OK， 我居然看到有人真的给我写这个答案，太厉害了。You know what？ 这个那个 serif 跟那个 serif typefaces， 好，这个字真的是 terms。OK， 所以这就我知道为什么同学已经跑去 Google 里面去找他的那个 script。OK， 因为其实这个字很难，我都不知道。I don't even know it。好 ，Anyway， 这边可以学到的是，其实最后面这个 typefaces。好 ，type 就是打字啊，有没有 ？type 这个 type，OK， 那 faces 这个字除了当脸它可以当字体，就是那个字显现出来的那个字形 ，OK。So typefaces 就是一些那个打字印刷排版的字体，好 typefaces。So he learned a lot of it. Then now you got the questions. Why is it related to Apple computer? 他学这么多这种印刷的字体跟字形，它跟 Apple computer 有关系。 中文回答？Anybody know？啊？为什么？Word 很多，对对对，他发明那个 Word 一大堆那种什么，你去那个工具里面，对不对？那个字体字形有没有？然后有歪的，有扭的，有正的，有斜的。This guy invented that. Okay, yeah, a long time ago, when you turn on your computer, there's only one type of words. Okay, but he invented all those. We call it typefaces. 这个就叫排版字体。
About varying the amount of space between different letter combinations, about what makes great typography great. It was beautiful, historical, artistically subtle in a way that science can't capture, and I found it fascinating. None of this.
Okay, fascinating. Another word that you can learn. Fascinating. 令人炫目。啊，它跟 fantastic 好像，其实它是同一个字根来的。Fascinate. How do you spell the word fascinate? 猜看看，试试看看。Fascinate. 它的原型是 fascinate. F-A-S. Look it up in a dictionary. I'm gonna play one more time. See if you can catch this word.
It
Fascinating.
was beautiful, historical, artistically subtle in a way that science can't capture, and I found it fascinating. None of this.
See that word? Okay. 好，因为为什么我I would like to single out this word because TOEIC， 你知道 TOEIC test？ 好 ，TOEIC test 好喜欢这个字 ，they love this word a lot. Okay. Fascinating， 它是加 ing 哦。Something is fascinating. 这个 it 事情 ，OK， 它在形容这个事情是非常令人炫目着迷的。So the thing, okay, the class is fascinating. Okay， 好，好 ，something is very fascinating in this light.
Had even a hope of any practical application in my life. But 10 years later, when we were designing the first Macintosh computer, it all came back to me. And we designed it all into the Mac. It was the first computer with beautiful typography. If I had never dropped in on that single course in college, the Mac would have never had multiple typefaces or proportionally spaced fonts. And since Windows just copied the Mac,
Haha, see? Okay, he insists a lot. Okay, the window copy Macintosh. Okay.
it's likely that no personal computer would have it. If I had never dropped out, I would have never dropped in on that calligraphy class, and personal computers might not have the wonderful typography that they do. Of course, it was impossible to connect the dots looking forward when I was in college.
这边呢，我要从那边写，那是填充题哦哈。So it was not possible when you look forward to connecting the dots. Okay? It was not possible when you connected the dots. You're looking forward. Looking forward 是往前看 ，looking backwards 往后看。Okay.
But it was very, very clear looking backwards 10 years later. Again, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards.
Okay. All right.好 I think that's the fill in the blanks that you asked you to write.
So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future.
Okay, so you need to trust that you need to believe in, okay, you need to trust the dots will connect in your future.
You have to trust in something.
You need to trust in something. For example, 来，你不要看它的中文的解释，我觉得它这边的翻译没有翻得很好。Your guts. Hey, wow, he's the man. He is the man with guts. 通常是 G-U-T 加 S，guts。请问 guts 是什么意思？ Hey, you got guts to say something like that. Guts. 胆识、胆量。Okay, guts. You got guts. Okay, G-U-T 啊 ，guts。好，然后第二个字是 destiny. Here, right here. Like destiny 这个比较常用。Destiny 就是那个命运 ，fate。Okay, your destiny 啊，命定之说啊。Life， 然后呢，哇，这个字啊，这个字突然间变得有名，是因为之 之前有一个那个四川大地震嘛，汶川大地震，然后呢，某一个 very famous movie star，OK，在美国，然后他在奥斯卡的那个颁奖典礼的时候，他说：“你看吧，你看中共那么坏，所以呢 ，it's a karma。”OK， 好，就是有点像 karma 这个字是轮回，就因果，就是 you did something bad and you will get bad result。OK，that's a word called karma。not 只是讲给你听，它不常用的哈，这个是印度的词。OK， 好 ，so you learn guts 这个字要学起来啊 ，you got
Your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart.
See, follow your heart. Nice word. Okay, you need to follow your heart. Follow your inner voice. Okay, 内在的声音。
Even when it leads you off the well-worn path.
Okay, lead you off. Okay, lead something off 是引导你远离什么东西。Okay, so it leads you even when it leads you off the well-worn path. Wow. 来学一个字吧 ，path, P-A-T-H 最简单的 path 是 what is path? Little road， 就是那个小小的 tracks。Okay, so it leads you off the worn path. Okay, 虽然这些事情呢，让你的人生呢，会把你引到那个很颠簸的路上去。Okay, but it will make all the difference. Okay.
And that will make all the difference. My second story is about love and loss. I was lucky. I found what I loved to do early in life. Woz and I started Apple in my parents' garage when I was 20.
Okay, so here is the listening task. 就是they worked together in their parents' garage when they were very, very young. They were about your age, okay, and then they start putting things together, experiment in the garage, okay. 好，接下来你听一下它的数字，好吧 ？Listen to the numbers, okay.
We worked hard, and in 10 years, Apple had grown from just the two of us in a garage into a $2 billion company with over
How much? $2 billion. $2 billion 是多少？再看中文，20亿。$2 billion. $2 billion. Okay. And a
4,000
company,
employees.
4,000 employees. Okay.
We just released our finest creation, the Macintosh, a year earlier, and I just turned 30. And then I got fired. How can you get fired from a company you started? Well, as Apple grew, we hired someone who I thought was very talented to run the company with me. And for the first year or so, things went well. But then our visions of the future began to diverge.
Okay, so they mentioned that the guy with him in the Macintosh computer company, their vision, the vision to the future, vision 是 vision, something you see, okay. 对未来的看法 the vision to the future becomes diverse. Diverse 这个字请你一定要记起来，因为这个字好像跟数学有关系。Okay, diverse means different, 对不对？然后它的名词叫 diversity. Diversity is ITY. Okay, it's different. Okay, 或者是朝向不同的方向哈。So the vision becomes diverse.
And eventually we had a falling out.
来，我要讲的这个字，你说跟谁谈恋爱叫什么 in love？ Yeah, fall in love. 好，然后呢，跟谁决裂叫 fall out of love？ 真的 ，really? Okay, it comes from fall in love and you fall out love with someone. Okay, 好，跟谁变不好的吵架。
When we did, our board of directors sided with him. And so at 30, I was out, and very publicly out. What had been the focus of my entire adult life was gone, and it was devastating.
哎，这个字 devastating again， 请你把这个字记起来。devastating 那个多义的单词 ，OK， 对 ，devastating 是对谁冲击很大，打击很大，通常是 negative，talk about a negative side，OK，devastating。 Okay, the tragic typhoon has been very devastating to Taiwan. Something bad.